Welcome to another episode of Sound Engineering for Audiophiles, proudly brought to you by Showhouse Academy. Kamalamu Sandile Ngubane, aka TKO, and I'm going to be facilitating today's lesson. All right, so today is a demonstrator ama physical properties of sound. Lab is in our previous episode, which includes frequency, wavelength, and amplitude. Right. So la in front of us today we have an oscilloscope. Uyona ezosiza ukurida those frequencies and amplitudes. Okay. On the horizontal plane, we have a representation of frequency. The number of complete cycles per second. And then on the vertical plane, sizobona loudness or amplitude. Okay. So this is decibels. Okay. From here to there, decibels. And then if you move from this side to that side, that's hertz, frequency, or number of complete cycles per second. So if you remember in our previous episode, we define frequency as the number of complete cycles per second. All right. Sase city ama low frequencies, they have a fewer number of cycles per second, and ama high frequencies have a high number of complete cycles per second. So I'm gonna play a low frequency signal. That's a low frequency signal versus a high frequency signal, right? Low frequency, notice the number of cycles per second. No the actual number, but I'm sure you can tell this is fewer mawi comparisha with this one. Few cycles per second, many cycles per second. Low frequency, high frequency. Bass, treble. All right. Now we're done with frequency. Let's talk about short wavelengths. Long wavelengths, shorter wavelengths. So layama short and long wavelengths, if you want to make sense of it, imagine kanje lento. Let's say une quantum ne, and we quantum une option yokufaka ilenda. Uma ufaka abantu abayilenda kwi quantum bazongena babe baningi because bancane vele in size, so you can squeeze in a lot of them. But uma unikwe the same quantum and then bese unikwa idudla, mawufaka idudla kwi quantum zizoba a few. Okay, so idudla, few people. Bass, low frequency, fewer cycles per second, right? Long wavelengths. Elenda, many cycles per second, high frequency, short wavelength. Okay? That's a stupid way of demonstrating it, but I hope you get the point. All right? And then now, the next thing is amplitude, which translates to volume. So if I play a signal, you can notice ukuthi ayisuki kakhulu from the zero dB line, okay? So this is low amplitude, which translates to low volume, but as we move further from the center line, it means the amplitude is increasing, and if the amplitude inyuka kunyuka nani ne volume. So this is important because later on when you start working with audio processing devices, kubalulekile ukwazi ukuyibona lezi zinto visually and ukwazi ukuzizwa nangendlebe nomqondo ukwazi ukupredictela ukuthi okay, what is this supposed to sound like based on what you see at that particular time. Alrighty then, a very short lesson this one. So okwamanje ke sizoyibeka lana. I will see you in the next lesson.